George was sitting at the dining room table and was eating a hot bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. While he ate his oatmeal, he was reading a newspaper and heard a loud crash. He looked up and saw nothing out of the ordinary except the clock strike 9 o'clock. Time to tend the animals, George thought. He calls to Lenny.
Lenny, it's time to tend the rabbits.
But he heard no response and shouted,
Lenny, not time for hide and seek.
George waits a few minutes, anxiously awaiting a response. Then he mumbles.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
As he walks outside, he feels a couple drops of water falling on him. George walks towards the rabbit pen and hears a neigh from one of the horses in the barn.
Shut up, Marley, you'll get fed later.
George yelled. He arrives at the pen, and right as he reaches for the cage, he hears a click. So he turns around to see a revolver pointed at his head.
There you are, Lenny. I was looking all over. Don't. Put the gun down. No, put the gun down.
Goodbye, George.
Put it down.
George wakes up startled to find himself behind bars. He says quietly.
Oh, it was only a dream.
He hears another click, which makes him jump. He then looks up to see a security guard unlocking the steel door.
Hello, I'm Fair. I'll be your escort to the trial.
Wait, what trial? What's going on? What's happening?
I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. Wait here.
She walks into the courtroom to talk with the judge. After a minute or so, she comes outside and waves her hand for George to come in.
All rise.
The judge walks in and takes her seat.
We are here in the courtroom for the case of George versus Curly. This is based on the murder of Lenny.
The sheriff says,
You may be seated now.
the judge says,
So, Curly, what is going on here?
Curly.
Your Honor. Well, I was minding my own business in the fields, and suddenly I hear a gunshot. So naturally, I went over there to see what happened. I ran through some bushes, and I saw George standing over Lenny with a bullet in his head. George saw me, turned, and ran away.
That is definitely not what happened.
Don't interrupt. It's not your turn yet. Back to you, Curly.
Well, actually, that's about it, Your Honor.
Now it is your turn, George.
Not at all. He was my friend, and I killed him so that I can end his suffering. Would you rather have someone, Curly, to kill him because he was furious, or would you rather have him happy with him while he dies? And I made sure he was happy before he died. Okay, Your Honor, I would like to call my first witness, Christina Bell.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, Christina, so you know I would not kill Lenny unless it's for a good cause, correct?
That is correct. You and him are like brothers. I don't see why you would do such a thing unless it was for a crazy situation happened.
Thank you, Christina. Have a good day. All right, Your Honor, I'd like to call my second witness, Lexi Jones. Okay, so you saw nothing going on between me and Lenny, correct?
Correct. I saw nothing going on between us. You guys are like really close brothers to me.
All right, Lexi, that'll be all. Thank you.
Your Honor, I'd like to bring my own witness to the stand. Candy.
Well, you know what? I can't do this. I don't want your stupid money.
What do you mean?
I
You're
won't
supposed to
betray
help
my
me.
friend. He helped me a lot through everything, and you hated Lenny from your heart just because he was taller than you.
What do you mean? You were supposed to help me.
You're a sick person. George won't do nothing to Lenny unless it's for a good cause. And I can agree with something like that.
That's enough, Curly. I have heard enough. George, I guess you're right about Lenny. I'd do the same for my friend if I was you. It is still against the law for murder, but since it was for a good reason, you will only be sent to jail for 6 months. As for you, Curly, you will be sent to jail for 20 years.
I didn't do anything, Your Honor.
Yes, you did actually. You being sent there for attempted murder, lying to the Supreme Court, verbal murder at category level 2, and don't forget bribing a witness to lie for you.
What?
Yes, you did. It all happened in front of me. Now, Bear, take him away this instant. I don't want to even see him.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll get you, George. Just count on it. Your Your Honor, I would like to bring my own witness to the stand. Candyland.
I'm dying here.
Okay then.
Yes, that's
Sorry.
an avid.
Oh, geez, let's camera side a little bit.
It's kind of creepy you being behind me, you know.
You know.